Today is Monday, September the 1st, 2024, and I'm actually back out at the Mary Prince Emancipation Park because my visit last Friday was abruptly ended by an unfortunate incident. So I didn't really get a chance to capture Mary Prince Emancipation Park or Devonshire Bay for that matter. So I decided before I started today, I would come out here and finish my little job off. So let's get this party started. So I'm actually at the boat slip that comes off of the parking lot of the Mary Prince Emancipation Park. And you can see that looking across the bay from here are a couple of very lovely properties just on the peninsula to Devonshire Bay. And as you come inward, you will see the actual bay. This is not a large neighborhood. Actually, look, there are a few kids over there about to, I guess, spend the day on the beach. They're probably from the neighborhood. But yeah, this is Devonshire Bay, a great location if you happen to reside in this area because that beach is quite nice. And just coming again to the left, you can see the house with the big coconut palms in the front yard that were being stripped of their coconuts on Friday. Just to update you, my friend that I had called, who thought that he knew the owner of the house, did get back to me and did say that the gentleman that was taking the coconuts was authorized to do so. But my beef really wasn't in the end with whether or not they were or were not authorized, as much as it was the fact that the sister just took it upon herself to get out of her car and verbally assault me and get right in my face. I did not appreciate that at all, and that is the reason why I ended up putting that whole situation on blast on my channel before knowing the final outcome. I don't feel the need to be apologetic in this instance because the woman really was terribly aggressive and very hostile and very, very rude with all of the effing that was going on. So you may or may not agree with me, but that's my position. Now, just coming up from the slip of the bay off of the parking lot here and into the Mary Prince Emancipation Park itself, you can see that it's quite large. It looks like it's large, but I'm not going to go strolling through it because the grass is very, very high and I don't feel like being bitten up by mosquitoes, which are probably lurking in this tall grass. So that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. But this is the actual park, Mary Prince Emancipation Park. There are a couple of people here already. Yeah. And here's a little story about the Mary Prince Emancipation Park. This stone with a plaque says that this is the Devonshire Bay Battery. It's the site of an old colonial fort dating back to the year 1616. And during the Great War, 1914 to 1918, which we refer to as World War I, a guard of local territorial forces was stationed here. The area became a public park in 1932. So that goes from 1616 to 1914 to 1932. Yeah, a gentleman just told me that if I was to go and follow this trail here over to the back, I would find a little bay, not a very accessible, not one with a beach, but he says it's pretty. I'm not going that way though because I don't, like I said, feel like getting bitten up by mosquitoes, which are probably in this very tall grass. And he had a handful of sea glass, and he said it's pretty, but I'm gonna have to skip that today, maybe another time. So now I'm back over to the actual beach of Devonshire Bay, and in the distance you might be able to see the boat slip where I just was, and to the left of the boat slip is the actual park area. So here is Devonshire Bay, and there's a family enjoying the solitude of the beach at the moment. And there, out there, is the South Shore, right into the Atlantic Ocean, the mouth to Devonshire Bay. So I'm at Party Plus, which is on the South Shore Road of Devonshire at the moment, parking in their parking lot. Today is a public holiday, Labor Day, so I'm assuming it will be okay. And I'm going to start my walk for today from this point. So I'm right opposite look at this owl. I used to collect owls. I still wear one around my neck. That was given to me by my father. But yeah, I'm gonna get in the shade here and just start walking in Devonshire. Like I said on my last walk, episode 14, I'm getting a bit far removed from my own area up in Somerset, so there is no telling what I might encounter along the way, the unfamiliar territory that I'm in. I mean, I'm familiar with all of Bermuda, but, you know, when I say familiar, I'm talking about roaming around neighborhoods or on foot in areas which I have never been on foot in before because I'm far from home. Anyway, this is, I don't know what this is called, but it is definitely a marshy area, and who knows what types of animals live in there. Okay, so I'm not much further along. I'm still on South Shore Road. Obviously, I haven't even reached the gas station in Devonshire here, South Shore Road. I might be in Smith's Parish now. I never know when I've crossed from one parish to another because we don't have big signs making that statement, as you know. But here I am anyway, and look at that. Looks like another, either a rubber tree or a banyan tree. I think that one's a rubber tree. And here's the white bird of paradise, because I have one of these in my yard. Yep, Bermuda in all its glory. The streets are relatively quiet, as they should be, because it's only 9:44, and it's a public holiday. Well, nice to know that the Collectors Hill Apothecary is open today, even though it's a holiday. That's good. So I'm at the intersection of Collectors Hill and South Shore Road, and right across from me is the New Life Church of the Nazarene. And right across the street from that one is the Centenary United Methodist Church. So, you know, Bermuda is probably one of the places that has the most dense number of churches per square mile. I think I might be right in that. But in any case, just so you know, the sign over there says that Flats is 2.8 kilometers from here. That's where the aquarium is located. And that Hamilton, the city of Hamilton, is 5.2 kilometers back toward the west from here. But yeah, this is the Collectors Hill neighborhood. And then we've also got the Specialty Inn restaurant, which is a favorite of many people, including a girlfriend of mine. And a couple of other grocery stores, a couple of other businesses at this intersection. So it gets quite busy down here. And by the way, St. George's is 15.3 kilometers away. Yes, that's the marketplace of Smith's Parish over there, the gray building. And then the Rotisserie Grill, another, I think this is also quite popular, this restaurant as well, but I know the specialty inn definitely is popular with locals. So one thing about me and my walks is that, and this is not necessarily a good thing, but my walks are all very unscripted. I decide what I'm going to say depending on what part of the walk I'm on. And I don't always have my facts at hand or in my, top of mind, but I try my best. I just want to say that, because if you find that some of my information is a little bit off, it's because I haven't done a whole lot of research before I came out on the walk. But I do my best. I do my best. I have never, ever been inside of this church, but I have to say I've always been intrigued by the design of St. Patrick Catholic Church here in Smith's Parish. Yeah, very, very unusual. Sale Road, Smith's Parish. I'm not sure if that connects over to like the middle road. It might. I'm not sure. It's an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere on the South Shore Road, southern side, just beyond St. Patrick's Church. I've never noticed it before. Don't know what that's all about. I'm complaining about my little piece of Bermuda that I'm having to maintain after Hurricane Ernesto, but I wouldn't want to have to be responsible for all of this garden here. But it's very beautiful property. I'm sure they have professional landscapers come in, which is not something I do. I do it all myself. Where is everybody going this morning? It's a holiday. Good grief. There they all go. Look at the palm trees all along here, this stretch. Nothing but palm trees. Here's another big stretch of palm trees going down the northern side of South Shore Road, just past Sale Road. That is a very beautifully designed house over there. It may or may not be one single dwelling, but nonetheless, it's great. And there's the neighbor with a pretty greeny aqua house. This is definitely palm-lined South Shore Road in Smith's Parish. Lots of the properties here have these beautiful palms. I wish I knew exactly which ones they were, whether they were palmetto palms. They're not palmetto palms, I don't think. But anyway, this is where this unscripted stuff gets in the way. One very good thing about this stretch of South Shore Road in Smith's Parish is that it's beautifully shaded. All these tall palm trees and all these other kinds of trees on both sides of the road give it perfect conditions for giving me lots and lots of shade. That is St. Mark's Church over there, St. Mark's Anglican Church, looking very stately. Always loved the location of that church. And here's the bus stop with a bench. So I'm just going to sit here for a second. So just looking out from this bench at the bus stop, quite a bit of green, rolling, slightly rolling hills. Looks like a horse's paddock. And then some more white fencing over there in the background. This is farm country, I would say. But I'm going to go that way, so it's going to be interesting. I hope it brings me full circle so that I can get back to the car that way. And it's all going on St. Mark's Road. A little bit further down the road, if I was to continue on South Shore Road, would take me to Spittle Pond, but I'm not going to do Spittle Pond today. Perhaps another day. This is a more up close and personal view of St. Mark's steeple. Wow, that is some structure there. So serendipitously, I have found that St. Mark's Road and South Shore Road intersection, actually St. Mark's Road leads me to Verdmont Museum, which is where I ultimately want to go anyway. But while I'm here, I'm just going to pan over to that graveyard there, which is obviously the graveyard for St. Mark's Church. And I remember going to the funeral of my former mother-in-law, and she is buried over there. Check this out. This tank was constructed by J. Scott Pearman in 1920. If any man thirst, let him come and drink. That's a quote from St. John's chapter 8 verse 3. It looks like it's designed more for horses than in any human, but I guess the idea is nice. Just stepping back so you can get a proper look at it. So far so good on this walk. I am very happy about that. And I thought it would be because it's a holiday. I didn't expect many people to be out and about, although they're a fair number. Yeah, so this is great. No unwanted experiences on this walk. So everything is okay. Here's the paddock from this perspective. No horses in it though. Morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Palm trees. At some point, this property must have been home to lots of horses because there are a lot of paddocks around here. But I'm enjoying this palm-lined driveway right here. It looks great, fabulous. Well, this St. Mark's Road is much more off the beaten path than I anticipated. It's very quiet around here. Oh, so I'm hoping it will soon intersect with a busier road. I know, 1 minute I'm talking about tranquility and quiet and solitude and no traffic, and the next I'm saying, okay, time to see some traffic. Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. Here is the Chatmore British International School. I did not know that this is where this was located. Welcome to Chatmore. It's an interesting building, especially for a school for youngsters. So one thing I am noticing along this little part of the route is lots of cherry bushes. If you want a place to come and pick some cherries, they're all lining the road on St. Mark's Road here. Okay, I'm getting to civilization, although I don't know exactly what part of civilization, but this is a road that I'm about to intersect with. This St. Mark's Road is coming up to something. In a minute I will know. Yes, I know where I am now. I did not realize that St. Mark's Road came out onto this road here, which is Collector's Hill. All part of Collector's Hill. And so I will now go this way back toward the car. I'm actually nearing the entrance to the Barrett's mineral water factory. So this is the home of Barrett's, John Barrett and Company Limited, and in particular Barrett's Ginger Beer, which is the base for the Bermuda Dark and Stormy beverage. The Bermuda Dark and Stormy cocktail, Barrett's Ginger Beer and Gosling's Dark Rum. Well, I've come full circle. I'm now at the entrance to Verdmont Museum, and it looks like it's open, and that's the roadway leading up to it. Now I'm just looking. Well, the sign said open, but it looks like the sign was wrong because the main door is locked up and the windows are all shaded on the lower level. So I guess I'm not going to get to visit Verdmont Museum today after all. Oh well, I tried. I tried to show you Verdmont Museum and get that in today, but just wasn't to happen. What can I say? So Verdmont Road turns into Collector's Hill, and I'm now coming down Collector's Hill, and you can see the South Shore in the background. So as you can see, I've made a full circle basically, as I'm coming up to Collector's Hill Apothecary right now, and I went down South Shore Road until I got to St. Mark's Road, and then St. Mark's Road brought me over to Verdmont Road into Collector's Hill, which is where I am right now, and I'm getting to the junction of Collector's Hill and South Shore Road, or I'm getting back to the junction of Collector's Hill and South Shore Road. So yeah, that's been a full circle. Quite a little walk, and a route that I had never been before, particularly the St. Mark's Road portion of this walk. Well, I'm back at Party Plus. It's now about 11:15, and I know I left here somewhere around 9:45. So that's about an hour and a half this stroll has been, and that's quite enough for today. So yeah, this is me signing out.